Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so I have had a heck of a week. All in all, I'm sorry I didn't get to do a lot of videos this week. To be quite honest, my daughter was sick. Had to take her to urgent room, ER, and all this kind of thing. So yeah, priorities, fathership comes first before YouTube ship. Yeah, do apologize for that. However, I have been hard at work over this weekend after her birthday, and now tomorrow we're leaving at midnight for vacation. So basically, I'm going to have no life today and tomorrow before, just editing, uploading, everything, scheduling so that we have videos all this week. And then we will be doing some vlogging and some pretty cool concepts that I have thought of. So yeah, next week will be vlogs really. And I might do a recap if Samsung does unveil more about the Galaxy F, which we're about to talk about. So that could be a possibility that on, I think it's Thursday, it is going to be announced at their conference, and we will see that. It's either Wednesday or Thursday, but honestly I haven't kept track because, yeah, I've just been crazy with this whole trip. And yeah, so just things are coming, but yeah, just sorry for the delays. I know I promised you guys to watch in the tablet videos. Those are coming. They've been already recorded, just need to edit. And I'll probably do some more B-roll shots, but yeah, those all will be going up. So all that stuff is coming up along with camera comparisons as well. So we have the iPhone versus the Pixel, the Note 9 versus the Pixel. Those videos are coming up, as well as the V40 coming into the mix. And then we just got the OnePlus 6T. So all of that is coming. So that's the kind of content we have coming. Mate 20, unfortunately, we did not get before the deadline, which is when I needed it, which was basically today, so I could have it for tomorrow night. So no Mate 20 until after I come back. So after the 18th, we will have the Mate 20 after that. All right, now let's get into the news. The Galaxy F. We are getting more and more details on it every week, it seems like at this point. Something about the S10 and something about the Galaxy S. So let's start out with the Galaxy F. So first and foremost, we do have confirmation of the screen sizes, and it looks like it will be 4.6 inch display on the outside, and on the inside you will have a 7.3 inch display. That is pretty good, especially because it's basically an inch bigger than the S9 Plus. So yeah, pretty good. Can't wait to really see how it goes and test it all out. So very curious to see how that'll go. Definitely can't wait to see. So yeah, again, very curious to see how this will all kind of plan out. But 7.3 inch display, basically from what we're hearing, there are two prototypes they are considering as of right now, and one of those will be the phone. That is greatly decreased when I saw a concept earlier this year, so I can't wait to see how it's going to go overall. All right, then we also have a whole idea about how the phone is currently going to operate. Basically, Samsung is really working apparently with Google on this to really fit Android to a bendable screen real estate and technology. And that is something that I really like, because I want Google and Samsung to work more closely together in the future. So if this is really where it starts, I really like that idea of two displays. The Nubia X took my idea of having the display on the back, so I like this thing of multiple displays coming out in due time to basically have a completely bezel-less screen on the front, and then to possibly have a rear screen when you want to take selfies. So there you go. That's what I really think is going to be the norm. I said it before in the video where I said how to get rid of the notch. And I do think that a screen on the back or a secondary display will be the norm within 5 years, if not within 3 years. Evan Blass has shined a light on as well for another foldable display that's not going to be Samsung, that LG will announce their foldable phone at CES. Now, this is an announcement at CES. This is not saying that it will come out shortly after. This is an announcement. So my guess is the foldable display would come out during the summer for LG, but we'll have to wait and see if they can kind of shoehorn it in even earlier. I would be very surprised. I've been testing out the LG V40, and I can tell you there's things I like about it, there's definitely things I don't like, but all in all, it's a great device, but LG needs something to get back into it, and I think they need a little bit better than what they currently have. Again, more on Samsung. So their earnings report just came out, and although they got 1.9 billion in profit, they are still going lower on the mobile division side, whereas every other aspect of their company is doing very well. The mobile division side, although it is gaining a really good revenue, that is really from the S series and Note series flagships line, whereas their mid-range and entry-level phones are selling less and less to competitors such as Oppo, Huawei, and other competitors that are selling in that price point. So that is pretty interesting to see that Samsung really needs to concentrate a little bit more on the mid-ranges. I think the A series is really going to bring that up. I think also having wireless charging, like I said a couple weeks ago, my daughter, I've gotten her $300 phones and $200 phones, but really it's all about, I wish the fact that I would have a phone like that that has wireless charging. And besides the new, the one I just reviewed the other day, this Doogie, which I would not let her use, although it is tough, she would hate it for the, obviously not cute looking design. This is the only phone that's been in that $300 price point that has wireless charging. So I wish more and more phones would have that in that kind of price range. And hey, I do interrupt this for Super Chat. Quiet Storm, thank you for the $2 donation. Hope you, the YouTube Tech Girl, is doing better now. She is. She is on antibiotics, and she is doing much better now. Thank you for thank you for sharing that. So as I was saying, with Samsung's presentation of those mobile earnings, it is they did talk about the way they plan on getting higher revenue overall in these upcoming quarters is going to be the foldable phone, is going to be the 5G smartphones. So that is what they're going to be bringing to the table, which leads me to believe it's going to be more of an Apple strategy, where they are going to do basically higher price points to do a higher average sale price, but they're going to accept that they're selling less units, which I think for Samsung might not be the strategy they want to go with, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, the S10, it looks like now we're getting more and more reports. This one is from Ice Universe, who is obviously a very credible leaker, has been on Samsung all year, and basically he is saying that it looks like the S10 will not have iris scanning. It will leave that technology in lieu of a fingerprint and display scanner. So that looks like what we're going to get instead of a iris scanner. I'm okay with this. I didn't use the iris scanner as much. I mean, quite frankly, I don't have a lock screen on my phone. Like, I just tested the fingerprint one for OnePlus, and although I'm using it now, I can see myself getting rid of it after a week of testing to give you guys my experience with it, and then just not have a lock screen on my phone. For me, I don't need it. If my phone ever goes missing or someone steals it, I'm going to wipe it immediately, track it down, and do all that using Google services. All right, now speaking of smartphone shipments and why I think Samsung should not only rely on a higher price point is because we do have the latest polls, and basically year over year, Samsung dropped 13% during Q3 of 2017 to 2018. So they are definitely dropping in what they did. Huawei has shot up completely, as you can expect. So they were at 39 units this time last year, quarter wise, and now they're at 52. So that's a 32%, almost 33% increase. So they are increasing dramatically in comparison. They're still 20 million away from Samsung, but they are handedly beating Apple now. Apple went up 0.5%, so they're not selling less units compared to last year during this time, which is interesting because during this quarter last year, you did have pre-orders for the new iPhone X, but nothing other than that. So it's kind of curious to see how Q4 will do for Apple in terms of shipments. You also have Xiaomi increasing from only 28 million to now 34 million. You have Oppo going in the opposite direction, which is kind of interesting because I wonder if Oppo does include OnePlus sales or if they really see that as a separate division entirely. But for IDC more so, and how they kind of realize how this goes. In other news, we did get that Apple will be launching a 5G phone at the earliest 2020, it looks like. That is when Intel will have their modems ready. As you know, Intel is basically the only one providing modems to Apple now because Qualcomm and Apple have had some serious issues. Because of that, Apple really is outdated when it comes to high-speed internet. All Androids that support Qualcomm modems, 4G modems, are doing much better than the Intel ones on Apple. But of course, Apple will keep doing this just because they are having issues with Qualcomm, and that doesn't look like it'll partner up anytime soon. So the earliest you're getting 5G on an iPhone looks like to be 2020. And finally, I just thought we would go through this because I know people had a lot of questions about the iPad and my thoughts on it. Overall, I do like a lot of the features to it. I feel like they did take some from Samsung. Definitely the tap to erase. Samsung has a button on theirs, which is always erase. Although Samsung doesn't have a magnetic one this time, they have had one in the past. So I think the magnetic connection is smart though, and wirelessly charging is good. The S Pen on the Samsung one never has to charge, so you don't need it because of the Intuos Wacom technology that Samsung owns. So yeah. Overall though, when we look at the three, Phone Arena did a really good job of comparing these three on just spec wise. So with that being said, you do have an IPS panel with the 120Hz refresh rate on the iPad. However, the Tab S4 is the one that's going to have the only OLED display. So for me, I would rather choose OLED, but let me know, do you like the high refresh rate screens on an LCD, or would you prefer an OLED display for your tablet? For me, multimedia, I have to have OLED. Camera quality, they're about on par with each other. Apple does a little bit better in low light in comparison. But I really will say that the graphics is where Apple is really standing out, including the processor as well. Samsung put an outdated processor on theirs. So I think that's where a big issue for Samsung with this one. It should have been 128 gigs of storage built in internally at the lower price point, and it should have had Snapdragon 845 and it should have had 6 gigs of RAM. Samsung didn't deliver on these things, and I really think it might bite them back because of this competitive thing. Now, Apple did increase their prices overall, but I really wonder if Samsung had done this, they would have been better prepared to take on Apple, which now I don't think they are because of this issue. So overall, we'll see if we're going to get the iPad Pro. We have so many phones to still review, so I don't know if we'll get it on this channel, but I will take it into consideration when looking at everything when I come back. Alright guys, now it's time to answer your questions. If you have a question you want to ask, just ask it in the comments section down below, and I will answer it before the end of the show. Alright, let's get started on all of your questions. Hello, how was your day? Hope Samsung has a better foldable phone than seen earlier. I hope Samsung does have a better smartphone than we saw earlier this year. So I'm really curious to see how it turns out and how Samsung really implements it. I can tell you I love the idea of having a 7.3-inch smartphone that I can fold and put in my pocket. I think that's a really cool concept and one that I really can't wait to see. Anthony Meyer, just supporting a hardworking YouTube tech guy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 super chat. Awesome. Thank you. You guys know I appreciate any super chat. It really always helps out the channel and helps me do a lot more videos. Hi Ricky, have you seen the ZTE Nubia X? They took your idea, putting a screen on the back of the device for selfies. I know they took my idea. Nubia, I'm coming after you. At least you can send me a phone. But yeah, no, they totally took my idea. I was thinking about doing a video on it. I will do it if I have time. However, again, a lot of stuff I have to do, so much. Before I go, I still actually work tomorrow morning too, so a lot of stuff I have to get done to parent-teacher conference tomorrow too. So I will do my best to do a video on that one, but I feel like I need to. So yeah, definitely one that I'm gonna look into. What are your thoughts on the OnePlus 6T? My thoughts are the OnePlus 6T is a really great phone, especially for the price. I mean, for $580, you are getting an amazing phone. I got it from T-Mobile, traded in my old LG G6 that was literally just sitting on a shelf, and got $300 for it. So instead of $580, I'm only paying $280. So yeah, definitely well worth it for me. Of course, tax is still on the original phone and everything, but definitely well worth it for me, especially with that T-Mobile deal. So I love it. I really look forward to testing it out through this trip. I am literally going to have in my pocket Note 9, V40, OnePlus 6T, and Pixel 3. So I will be testing out a lot of different shots for a lot of different great shots that I will be able to test out. So yeah, a lot of awesome stuff coming soon. Definitely, if you haven't checked us out at YouTube Tech Guy on Twitter or Instagram, really cool stuff that I will be posting over the next couple weeks. So definitely subscribe because there will be a lot of cool photos, including the one I just posted. If you guys haven't seen it, they took new photos of Pluto. It's on my Instagram right now and my Twitter, that were just amazing. So basically they took the photos that they take in space are black and white actually, but then people in NASA and other divisions, of course, colorize it basically based on the information they have. And I don't know if this colorization's accurate because it's red and blue, which I find kind of weird, and a huge chunk of white. Obviously it's really cold in Pluto, but the image looks amazing. Check it out if you haven't on my Instagram or Twitter at YouTube Tech Guy. Beautiful image, just wow. It is officially, so I got the fire still for this lock screen, but bam, that's it right there as my main wallpaper now. I immediately had to make it my wallpaper because I thought it looked so cool. So yeah, definitely recommend checking that out because it's just a really awesome looking image. All right, sorry to deviate on that. Hi Ricky, with the holidays coming, I am looking for a cell phone for my granddaughter. For $400 price range, what would you recommend? There's a lot of good recommendations. If the if this one comes out by then, the Honor 8X, it is a amazing phone. It should be around the $300 to $350 price range. This one would be the top recommendation I would probably make. All in all, overall though, there is going to be other phones coming out, like the Moto 1 is coming out for $400. I haven't read too much into it, but Moto's always great and always gives you a lot for the price point. So that is one you should take a look at as well. If you do not live in the US, the Poco phone, Poco phone is one that you might want to consider. If you do live in the US though, it's not that good internet connection in the US, especially with T-Mobile and with AT&T. Some people have said it's good, but some people said that they tried it and then they wish they would have known about the issues beforehand. So, you know, pick your poison there. But also, I mean, obviously you have to look at Black Friday. We are definitely going to do a video on Black Friday throughout the night. Basically what I do is I commit to doing every 3 to 6 hours. Like the 6 hours will be the time I go to sleep. I'm only gonna sleep for 6 hours, so then I'll and basically I do one video and I update the description and the comment section throughout the day. So any updates on any deals, you will know about it as soon as I do, because I'm gonna just take it and post it immediately. So yeah, Best Buy, Amazon, any of those kind of deals that I find that I think are really good, definitely I will let you guys know. Another great app to find these great deals is Slick Deals. I am not sponsored by them. I wish I was. But yeah, Slick Deals is a great app or website, slickdeals.net, to find the best deals. So hopefully that helps, but those are some of my recommendations so far. All right, What's happening, YouTube Tech Guy? What do you think about the two new devices from ZTE came out? Blade Max View and Blade Max 2S. I have not looked at these. Let me go ahead and check them out. Yeah, ZTE are I will say are two devices that I really haven't looked into as much. Let's see. 16 megapixel camera, $200, 6-inch display, Android Oreo. It's coming in December. 4,000 milliamp battery, fingerprint scanner on the back, not bad. Resolution is the 1080p. Snapdragon 435. Decent specs. 3 gigs of RAM. I wish it would be 4, but at $200, you cannot argue with that. So that one is pretty good. Let's go ahead and see this other one. Blade Max 2S. So, and these are available in the US, which I do like to see. So this is 179 IPS display. See, I don't like when companies do this though, that they price things so close together. I'm like, well, which one should I get? Like, which one is better? I like a clear definition of which one is better, rather than them being so close and then like, well, if I get this one, I don't get this, but if I get this one, then I don't get this. I hate that kind of picking that way. But so this one only has 2 gigs of RAM, so it looks like the View one is better. I could not recommend any phone with 2 gigs of RAM in this day and age. I don't care if it has Android 1 on there. I would definitely recommend the View only. I would not recommend the 2S. All right. Ricky, can you get scammed on Amazon? If you do get scammed, do you get your money back? You should be able to get your money back on Amazon, yes. Amazon is really good about returns. I actually had an issue where they sent me 2 shirts that were nothing like what I ordered. And I talked to their customer service. I was like, hey guys, like, you know, I wanted these 2 shirts before my trip. And they basically said that they couldn't do it. They like, well, we'll definitely refund you, but yeah, we can't get you those shirts before. So I talked to them. You know, I always don't be afraid when you're dealing with customer service to ask for their manager, because it might not be that the person doesn't want to help you. It's like they literally can't do anything, but their manager might be able to. So they ended up giving me the full return. I didn't need to even ship it back. I could keep the shirts or throw them away or donate them or whatever, which I did. I just gave them to families members. And basically, I still got a full refund, and I got a $25 credit for my next purchase. So yeah, they're really good about, you know, making customer service, I would say, very easily. If you ask for it, which you do have to. Ricky, how's it going? When are you planning to review any more smart home tech? I have taken a break of I feel like every tech reviewer is kind of taking a little break from smart home tech right now, just because there is so much in terms of phones right now, obviously. I did already record the full smart display comparison, so I put side-by-side comparison between the Google Home Hub, the JBL speaker, and the Lenovo one. So we go over all the different displays, all their pros and cons. And it's funny because I recorded it, I think early last week, and the JBL has already gotten the update that I said I didn't know when it was coming out. So the JBL already got the update. So that is pretty interesting. But yeah, so that will be my next smart home tech that comes out. But after that, we'll see about Black Friday, and there's always a lot of new smart home switches, plugs, and all that kind of stuff. So I will definitely check that out as it comes out. Ricky, please do another video with your wife. Both of your chemistry is a joy to watch. Thank you, I appreciate that. I have been trying to get my wife back on the show probably once a week since we did the last one, Tech in Love. It was great. It was a Valentine's Day special. I have pitched the idea of it being a Valentine's annual thing, but we will have to wait and see. I would absolutely love to do it again. It was a great experience. It was a lot of fun. I mean, you can see me laughing and smiling the entire time because obviously I love my wife. I love being with her, spending time with her and all that stuff. So bringing her into this world of YouTube and everything like that for me is definitely something that I love to do. So I will try. Hope your daughter's feeling well. Had a great birthday. She did have a great birthday. She found out she's going to Disney World on Wednesday. So yes, we are going to Epcot and Magic Kingdom. So I will be in the Florida Orlando area from Tuesday through Thursday, and then we are going to Fort Lauderdale to go on our cruise. So it will be a couple of great weeks for her, although right now she is doing the homework packets that need to be done before the end of her vacation, because I explained to her, I'm like, look, if you do them before the vacation, then you don't have to do it on the vacation. Do as much as you can before the vacation so you don't have to worry about it on vacation, and you get to have more fun. So she's hard at work at that right now. How do you transfer a music playlist intact from one phone to another, because I can't get it to work? That is kind of difficult. I know how to do it on a computer. You just use Google Play Music and then it's in the cloud, so you never have to worry about it again. But I do not know if there is a way to do it on a phone. I would see if you could transfer or back up on Google Play Music on your phone. It's something I've never tried to do, but if it can be done, then that would solve your problem, because then it's permanently in the cloud and then you can just do it between all your Android devices. So yeah. Or even iOS devices, because you can download Google Play Music on iOS as well. Did you see Samsung had a teaser image of the S10 and their Android 9.0 beta build? It's completely bezel-less, and the same thing as the they did the same thing with the S8 and S9. I did not see it. I will have to take a look to see. Let's see. Android 9. Huh. Any images? I just did a quick Google search for images with that. Nothing I really see that matches what you're describing. So I guess I will have to wait and see. Let's see. OnePlus 6T better than the iPhone X? Yeah, I would say it's better in some aspects, but I mean the iPhone. Oh, but wait, better than the iPhone X from last year? Yes, easily, I would say. Yeah, except for, I would say they're on par for low light, but I haven't really tested the OnePlus 6T too much yet in low light. I've seen other images taken by other people, so we'll have to wait and see when I take my images and how it does. Ricky, are you getting Google Fi? What do you think about it? Maybe video on it? I have not ever thought about getting Google Fi, just because you're getting, for the most part, not second rate, but like a hand-me-down internet. It's just not as good as having the actual internet from that carrier. Yes, you do piggyback off of Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint, all these different companies, but you're piggybacking. You're not getting the full amount of data, and that is kind of shown in when download speed comparisons. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Ricky, scratch your head if you have the Galaxy F. I do not have the Galaxy F yet. Next week. No. Please check out improved Galaxy app Good Lock 2018. It doesn't interfere with Nova Launcher. Will blow your mind. I've been saying that I'm gonna check out Good Lock. I really have to take a look at it. Maybe I will. I think my vacation might be the perfect time to do that, actually. So I think I definitely will check it out for like a day or two on my vacation, see how I like it, and see what I think can be improved on it, and what that I like better than the stock version of Samsung's interface. They changed their customer profile name. Now bent. I'm not sure what you mean by that. They changed their customer profile name. Hey Ricky, I didn't upgrade to the Note 9 this past week, hoping for a better deal on Black Friday if I actually trade in my Note 8 or Note 9. I will be looking out for the best deals on smartphones for sure on Black Friday. 2100 for the new maxed out 12.9 iPad Pro. You shouldn't buy it. That's just it's that simple. Apple isn't a poor people brand anymore. A poor people brand anymore. Here's the thing. I have thought about doing a new segment on this on different things in the tech industry called Let's Be Honest. And in my opinion, Apple is no longer a prestige company, I would say. The reason why I say that is because their phones, because they have older models that they still sell, you can get a brand new iPhone starting at $400. That isn't, you know, a high-end phone. That is a mid-range, borderline entry-level smartphone. So because of that, I just don't think Apple is the company they were with Steve Jobs anymore. And I just don't see that they're a company that wants to sell as many phones as possible, as opposed to a company that just wants to sell a high-end smartphone. And I think they are going to slowly go that route, in my opinion. More and more. Are you going to buy the OnePlus 6T? I did buy the OnePlus 6T, and it just arrived 2 days ago? Yeah, Friday, I think it arrived. Barely unboxed it this morning. Been playing with it. That's about it. Samsung making a hybrid smartwatch, I'm hearing. I've heard that as well. I'm very curious to see. I will say that, again, my Galaxy Watch is the best smartwatch I've ever owned. I have not owned the Apple Watch, to be fair. The newest version, rather. I've owned the previous Apple Watches. But yeah. We'll see. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions loaded. Everyone drink. Hey, Mike, thanks for the contribution. Have fun on your trip. I'm going on vacay too. Hope you have fun on your trip too, Mike. What's up, bro? Thanks again for the case. Which case? Did I send you a case? If I sent you a case, I'm glad I sent it to you, or I recommended a case. I'm not sure. On the new iPad Pro is USB 3.1 Gen 2. What do you think of it? I think it's great. I think I said 2 years ago that I thought in 3 years Apple would phase out the Lightning connector within 3 to 4 years. If iPhone phases out the Lightning connector next year, I will be right on line. If they phase it out in 2021, right on, or no, sorry, 2020, I will be right in line. So yeah, I think I said it before. This isn't Steve Jobs' company anymore, and I do see them phasing out the Lightning cable eventually. And I think this is the beginning of it. Let's see. Do you think having a screen on the back of phones will be a design nightmare for case manufacturers? Yes and no. I mean, it depends if the screen is taken up the entire way, right? Also, does the screen have to be touchscreen at all? Like, can it just be a screen and not touchscreen? Because then you can just get, you know, a transparent back and then, you know, use it. So it's curious, right, in that aspect, like, how will it work? There's so many implementations that could be made. But yeah, those are the thoughts that I've gone over in my head when trying to figure out the perfect smartphone that I think we need now. Do you think the upcoming upcoming announcement of LG foldable phone, will this help them in any way? I do think it will help them. I really think that they need it. So I think that they will do their best to bring the best possible announcement possible. And I love this because I go to CES every year, and this is something I'm really going to look forward to because of it. Say hi to me. I need to feel special. Hey, Michael. Hope you feel special. Google rules. Samsung really had to bring it on these upcoming announcements. They have to get back to being innovative leader that they once were. Graphene battery, not anytime soon. Hidden camera and sensors, more closer. The Pixel Slate is awesome. It is awesome, but it is overpriced. I mean, it is a great tablet. I will definitely always say that. But it doesn't deserve to be that expensive. It just doesn't. There are products to me that really, like, there are so many better things out there comparing to them at the same price. And yes, you might not get everything, but it's just like, you can get a laptop that's way better than the Surface Slate in every aspect, but maybe not as lightweight, but maybe not as same pixel per inch. But it would be, you can do way more with it. And it would be even probably the same screen size, really, you can probably get. But it's really those kind of things where I'm just like, I cannot justify in my head spending that much money on a Pixel Slate when for a little bit more or the same price I can get a way better computer. Granted, not as light, granted not with Chrome OS probably, but does more for what I need. Will you do an video on Apple Shortcuts app? Honestly, I probably won't get the chance to. I'm just being honest. I have so many other videos that I would prioritize before that, simply because Apple videos have never done that well on my channel. The few times I try to venture the hidden features and all that kind of stuff. So time is a definite thing, but because of that, I don't know how much I would really do. At least if I do it, it's looking more like December than any time in November. How is the best way to charge your phone? Maintenance, long life battery, 20 to 80% or 0 to 100. So the best possible thing you can do for your smartphone longevity wise is, yes, charging between 20 and 80% is the traditional way. It's the best thing for your battery. It never fully drains, it never fully expands, or full charges, which could expand it. So those are the best points. However, most people are never going to do that, so it is what it is. Just use wireless charging and you're better off just with that alone. I finally got the Note 8 and look forward to Samsung saying at the top. Google rules, 80% charging, cable, yep. Is there any news about the Note 10? No news yet. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everyone drink. Let's see. Have you saw Huawei's copies of the AirPods? No, I honestly don't like the AirPods design. I don't care how good it sounds, and they sound pretty decent. But man, I will never get anything like the AirPods. I just think it's a horrible design. One that, again, Steve Jobs would have never allowed. What's the major difference between iMac and iMac Pro? The Pro is a big difference, price compared to the iMac. Want to know what it's worth? Everyday use. So yeah, the Pro basically has a lot better specs overall compared to the new MacBook Air. But the iMac Pro is all about video editing 4K. That's what it's made for. That is really what it's all about. Ricky is going full Batman utility belt with his phones. I'm Batman. Sorry, I can do better than that. I'm Batman. I heard the upcoming Motorola G7 might have wireless charging. I'm hoping it does. Again, I literally just saw on Engadget right before I started this video that the Moto 1 was announced. I did not know anything was on it except that it's $400. So I have to look more into it. I hope they don't have the dot on the camera. They show in the location on their phone for the future S10 phones. Have it underneath the screen. The problem with having it underneath the screen is you need to be able to see what's over the screen. So yeah, I don't know how they'll do it, but we'll have to wait and see. Best Android tablet that I can buy, recommend. I have the Tab S4. That is currently the best Android tablet out, I would easily say. Android tablet, not Pixel tablet. Yeah. So best Android tablet I would say is the Tab S4. However, a great one that I plan on getting during Black Friday, I'm hoping it goes on sale, is the Tab A from Samsung, and also the Huawei MediaPad M5. Those are two other great ones to go with. But the new, I forget which Samsung it's called, but it's the Samsung A10.5. That's a new one that just came out this year. That one's really good for the price. I really want Samsung S3 Frontier watch. Might buy for Black Friday. The cheapest I've seen is $190 before Black Friday. That is a really good one, and I definitely think that one will go on sale Black Friday. I don't think the Galaxy watch will go on sale, or if it does, it might be 50 bucks off. But I really think the Frontier, the Gear S3 is going to go extremely cheap that day. So I think you're going to see as cheap as 150, maybe even more. Who knows? Ricky, how long do you see yourself being a YouTube, and do you see YouTube as a long-term thing? What would you do if YouTube went away? I mean, right now I have, right now I do have a job where I'm doing just merchandising. I was a final contestant. I was gonna say I was a final candidate for a recent telecommunications area manager position, where I would have been in charge of a couple of different districts, and I was at the final two of that. So I definitely have management, marketing, and different experiences. So yeah, I mean, I would probably be doing something along those lines if the right opportunity came along and if I was the right fit for it. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everybody drink. Quiet Storm. Speaking of, thank you for the super chat, Quiet Storm. Speaking of tech and love, check out Ricky's new app. Quiet Storm, you're always forcing me to plug my app. If you don't know what he's talking about, basically I have a really great app on iOS and Android. 50 First Date Questions. If you are dating someone new or you have a long-term relationship, this is a great game to play with someone that you're with for a great first date or anything like that. So yeah, hold on one second. I have to ban this person who's being an idiot. There we go. Sorry, had to ban someone. Let's see. What message app do you think is better, Samsung Messages or Android Messages? Overall, I use Android Messages because I can easily text message on my computer that way. However, I do plan, once Microsoft gets all their stuff together with the latest Windows update, I do plan on using Microsoft's version of that. And then I can use the stock messenger. So we'll still have to wait and see. I think both have great features. I do miss some features on Samsung Messages, but overall Android Messages has pretty much the majority of what I want. Oh, the YouTube tech girl had a birthday. Hope she had a wonderful birthday. She really did. My wife did this great scavenger hunt. It was awesome. Yeah, we had a great time. I'm going to Disney too. What's your favorite ride? My favorite ride at Disney, I would say we're not going there this year, but the Animal Kingdom, the new Avatar ride, the flight one, not the boat one. The boat one is, I would say it's not worth the wait at all. You should not wait it in. But the flying one is awesome. I would say that's the best ride they have there. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Was why you went to the movies that day? Was why you went to the movies that day? what day did I go to the movies? I'm sorry, I'm confused. Quiet Storm. Let me know what you meant. Have an awesome time at Disney and Epcot. Was there last month. If they still are doing the wine and food festival, prepare to spend mad money. Don't eat before going. Food is so good. Thank you, Warren, for letting me know. And they are still having the wine and food festival. I did check that, so we will be doing that at Epcot. So it should be a lot of fun. Oh, Ice Universe showed a screenshot of. Let me see. So apparently he showed a screenshot of the latest version. So apparently if you look at this screen in here, this could be what we're getting with the Galaxy S10. So that's pretty cool. So he's testing out on an Android 9, the Pi beta. And they're showing a phone with a no bezel. So that's pretty cool. If this is legit, it seems like this could be what we're getting with the new phone. As you can see, no dot for the camera, no notch. This is what I want. Samsung deliver. So that's pretty cool. And thank you for who posted that. Tyler, thank you for posting that. Appreciate it. All right. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everyone drink. Let's see. Ricky, it's Mike from Northridge. I was the one saying thanks for the case. Oh, no problem, Mike. Glad you liked it. Hope you enjoy your Pixel 3 when you get it. I think Apple is behind other companies in the most areas, but there are chips. But their chip are only fast, innovative, really do any more everything tech stabilized and do it. Overall, yeah, I think their chips are really ahead. I do really question Geekbench more and more now. I feel like there's going to end up being a Geekbench scandal. Just an intuition. I just think there's going to be a Geekbench scandal someday. If you were buying a Note 8, would you buy Ocean Blue or the recently silver color? Maybe silver. I've had blue a couple times now, so maybe I would go with silver just to change it up. But I've had blue on my last 2 phones. I want green. I just want green. How do you connect my my phone to my TV? I have no internet and no smart TV. It's a basic TV. What phone? You didn't say what phone to it. That would be a requirement. Say if it's, you know, you don't have internet. So yeah, it depends on what phone it is. Depends on what phone, if you can do it or not. Because some will have a Type-C to HDMI and that'll work. Some won't. But that would be one way. So yeah. Hi Ricky, bought the Note 9 when I heard the S10 no headphone jack. That is a possibility. I don't quite frankly buy it yet, but we'll see. When will the next Android update come out in beta? The next Android, like full version, like Android 10 or Android Q. That one won't come out till next year, probably around March or April or something like that. But yeah. I just got the Note 9. What case do you think I should get? I mean, there's so many cases. I have a rotation of mine. I have Spec and Ring Key mainly right now. So these are the 2 I'm rotating on my Note 9. But yeah, lots of different ones to test out. Have you received a camera update for the Note 9? And if no, when should we expect it? I would expect it by the end of November, hopefully. But yeah, I'm waiting for that update. I'm waiting for that update because right now I did a camera comparison, and I'm gonna still post it with the Note 9 and the Pixel 3 as is. However, once they both get the update, I'm going to do another one, testing out the new camera on the Pixel 3 and the new camera in the Note 9 with low light as the main part, of course. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. Everyone drink. Basic Tech, thank you for the $2 donation. I really appreciate it. Note 10 with a notch? No. Did you download the app? Good luck. No. Again, I think that's something to do on my vacation. I think that will be perfect for it. Sorry, where did you get the beautiful beach tree bowl in the background? I got it at a website. Yeah. Same place I got the clock that always stays at 1:16. James Gold. Hey, James. How are you doing, sir? I've used your app. It was fun. Thank you. I appreciate that, Candace. Appreciate that. What do you think of the Mate 20 Pro? I cannot wait to test it out. I'm really curious to see that one. I wish I'd had this one on my trip. Do you think the Tab S4 will go on sale this year? I heard people have issues with the Tab A. I definitely do think the Tab S4 will go on sale for Black Friday. How much? We'll have to wait and see. I've not heard about the tab issues with the Tab A, the new one. I'm curious to see about that though. Rigsby, idiot blocker, patent pending. Yes, hopefully. If we retract a message, do you still see it? Yeah, no, I don't see if you retract a message. James, chat on was the best messenger. I don't know, James. Although chat on was great for its time and it originated the stickers. Yeah, I don't think chat on was the best messenger. Most people don't even know chat on was Samsung's failed attempt, the first failed attempt at an iMessage competitor. Yeah, chat on. Oh, chat on. Quiet Storm is looking for a holiday job, JK. I have a magnetic one always on display case for the Note 9. That's a really cool style one. Is the Note 9 still your daily driver? Yeah, yes, it is still one of my daily drivers. I am currently on the LG V40. However, I am switching to the OnePlus 6T probably in 2 days. Whoa, a whole bunch of questions just loaded. What's the next update for the Note 9? Next update. The next update for the Note 9 greatly improves the camera quality. It's a big camera quality improvement, so I cannot wait for it. I'm definitely looking out for it. What I meant was, did you take your daughter to the movies as part of her birthday? No, I did not, actually. We have talked about possibly this Friday seeing The Grinch while we're in Florida, so we might do that to see the new Grinch movie. Why buy a phone for $1,000 when I can get a good computer for that they do more than a phone? Well, because you're not having a computer in your pocket. The whole idea behind, you know, the justification of spending that much on a phone is really the fact that you use your phone more than your computer for, I would say, the average consumer nowadays. More people use a phone than they do their computer, so it's what you justify, right? It's one of the reasons why, like, I've always been a big believer in one thing you should spend a good amount of money on is a mattress. Why? Because you spend so much more time with it than anything else you have in your home, really. So that is a good reason why you should spend good money on it. So things like that, I really always believe in. Geekbench is different for iOS and Android. For iOS, it uses Vulkan API. I do know that. And for Android, it uses GLS, so they aren't even using the same API. I do know, and I wish, again, it's just, good night, everyone. Good night. Let's see. Jack. When could we expect an update for the camera on the Note 9? Again, I don't know when it will come out. My guess is the end of November. I'm really hoping, at least. Because it already has come out in different parts of the world. It's just not in the US. What's a quick fix? Been having problems with hearing my Note 8. Only can hear the speaker turn on. I don't know if there's a quick fix for that. I would use the Samsung Plus app to have a Samsung technician remote access your phone. Make sure if there's anything software based wrong. If not, UBreak iFix is a Samsung certified hardware warranty replacement store. So if you have one of those near you, they can actually service your phone under warranty and possibly fix it right then and there. What will come after Type-C? I don't know. I think Type-C has to standardize, so that'll take at least 7 more years probably before 5 to 7 years before that happens. Been seeing the Frontier for $200 at Target, 180 something at Costco for the week before Thanksgiving. There you go. Still think the Note 9 is a good purchase compared to all the other comers. Yes, I do. There's a reason why it stayed as one of my daily drivers instead of me. You know, I didn't say I'm switching from my Pixel 3 to my V40 and then, oh, I'm switching out the Note for the OnePlus 6T. I have stayed on the Note throughout every other phone, even though I have access to all of them. I got the camera update for the Note 9. For some reason, it seems like the battery life got bad. Ooh. Maybe they pushed it out and canceled it after that happened. Who knows? Could be a possibility. What's the best screen resolution to put on a phone? The best screen resolution I would say right now is, for the most part, 1440p. Yeah, that's the best current screen resolution I would say. Most people, I would say, including myself, are fine with 1080. I think that's a good resolution to go with if you want to have battery life be good. So we'll have to wait and see. Is the same thing as messages? You lost me. I'm not sure if you meant messages is the Android Messenger. Yes. Your hair still didn't get used to it, but looking good, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's still growing. Still can't slick it back. If you don't know, for those of you who have like, why is he growing his hair out? I'm going for the Captain America Infinity War look eventually. So that's you know, let's see. So basically, instead of blonde hair or brown hair, going for that look with that's eventually how long I have to grow it though. As you can see, I have a long way to go. My guess is I can probably get to it by March, but we'll have to wait and see. It's already starting to slick back as of 2 days ago, so that's the goal. Now I just need a Hollywood personal trainer to get the body type after I get the haircut. Priorities. When will rumors about iOS 13 start? I'll probably start in about March, I would say, because it'll be released in or it'll be announced in June. Chat on RIP along with S voice and the little sister the little sister to Bixby. Yes, man, those services that Samsung used to do. I remember Group Play, and who took it now? I think ZTE or Huawei or Xiaomi, one of them has Group Play. Group Play basically was a way to pair different Samsung phones, so you'd have one big speaker. So basically you could pair 4 Samsung phones and all of them play speakers at the same time. Yeah, I remember that. I have a real issue. Watch out for the Note 9 update of the main phone app. I lost all my call history. Do you know any way to back it up? If you have a Samsung account, it will automatically back up once a week. I do recommend you create a Samsung account if you don't have one already, and that will help you. Google account you can use for backup too, but if you didn't set it up, you can't recover it if they weren't backed up to begin with, unfortunately. Is there something, what's the S9 have more from the Note 9? Is there something, what's the S9 have more than the Note 9? The S9 doesn't have anything I would say more than the Note 9, no. Different fingerprint placement, but that's about it. Everything else of the Note 9 has over the S9. maybe it's me, but I'm beginning to see Apple more about its bottom line versus keeping up with the latest tech innovations. I would easily say that, and it's based on their CEO. Tim Cook is all about numbers, not about innovation. It would be cool if you sponsored by Purple Mattress Company. They have bed frame and adjustable, so you can count it as tech. I would love to be sponsored by a mattress company, but we would have to see if I would get one of those. It would have to be like how most tech YouTubers get sponsored by mattress companies are typically when they do bedroom tech kind of showings. So yeah, I would love if they would ever sponsor me, but I still probably have to get about 400,000 subscribers before I really get big sponsors like that. USB Type D, of course. It's yes, that is where we would end up going. Then you could always say, hey, can you pass me the D? Nova Launcher Prime, best Android launcher? Yes, by far. Rigsby America. Hey Ricky, big fan of the Android guy. Good luck on your channel. I appreciate that, Basic Tech. What is the Galaxy F? The Galaxy F is a bendable smartphone, which basically, when you close it, it's a 4.6 inch display, and when you open it up, it turns into a tablet with its bendable screen at a 7.3 inch display. There have been lots of different renderings of what this could look like, but we will see possibly later this week, at least the idea of it. Will the S10 have a headphone jack? I still say yes, but there are rumors beginning to percolate that no, but those same rumors were around with the S9, so we'll have to wait and see. Is the Note 9 a great phone? Absolutely it is. Oh man, I had group play on my last phone, S4. Yep. James Gold, Ricky, I think you trained me on group play at Samsung. I might have, James, I might have. Those are good times. Just put your hair extensions for Captain America, and I think that's what he did. Maybe he did. Maybe he did do extensions. That would be funny because I'm like trying to get that haircut and it's just extensions. It could be, but I'm going for the actual look. We'll have to wait and see. Samsung just changed their profile pictures on Facebook and Twitter to a folded logo. Really? Which Samsung? Samsung Electronics? Samsung... Let's see, is it Samsung Electronics? Nope. How about Samsung... Samsung US? Nope. Samsung Mobile? Oh, I see what they did there. So, what someone just posted, who was it that posted that? Tevin? Hopefully I pronounced that right. But if you see right here, Samsung just posted their logo as a curved... I mean, that's pointing towards a curved display. Samsung, if you release it, I don't have the money to buy another phone right now, and I'll hate you, but I'll buy it. So yeah, that is definitely indicating the bendable display that we could be seeing in a couple days. Oh god, Samsung, if you make me do that much tech work while I'm on vacation, I will hate you. But I'll still buy it. All right. Let's see. 1,500 for the Galaxy F. Galaxy F stand for F and expensive. Yeah, no, I have said since the beginning I think it would be 1,500. I totally believe the bendable smartphone will be 1,500. Can you now install Bixby 2.0 on the S8? Oh, you can now install. I was like, I have not caught up on that, so I'm not sure, but it's interesting if you can. Can you give an example of the size of a Galaxy F compared to... well, there is no 7.3 inch smartphone that I can think of off in the market, but a 4.6 inch display, you're talking about like an iPhone 4, if I'm not mistaken, so it's like a small display. Yeah, it'll be interesting to go back to that, but be very curious on it. Alright, alright guys, we did go a little bit over an hour, so I think I will call that a show. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Lots of videos coming out this week. Remember, there will be no Mobile Weekly for the next 2 weeks because I will be on vacation. I will try to do at least one live video during the next 2 weeks, so look out for that. Just, you know, do the little ring bell thing and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, thank you guys always so much for watching. I really always appreciate it. Make sure to give a like, thumbs up before heading out. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.